And we're live. What's up, you guys? Matt Jablonski here with The Point of Change. I'm going to hang out for just a few minutes, let some people get by and hang out with me live. I'm going to pull this live up on my phone here, so give me just a second. Make sure everything's working. Oh, look at that. Good. It's working. There we go. How's everybody's week been? Hope you guys are doing good. Oh, got through it the best you can anyways. I'm doing all right. Things are rolling along here in the Jablonski household. That's good. Good stuff. Where's my chat at? There it is. It's not coming up on the Facebook end. It's coming up on this end, though. What's up, Nick? What's going on, Josh and Lori? What's up, guys? Michael Jones, good to see you, man. When can I tell my story? I'll have to get back to you on that one, brother. Send a message to the page, and we'll see what we can do. Melissa, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, just rocking through this Friday morning. Got the day off, so I figured I'd come hang out with you guys for a while. We're doing a Narcan training here Sunday evening on The Point of Change. If you've never been to a Narcan training before, if that's something you're interested in, or if you have any questions about Narcan or about its use or about harm reduction, we really hope you guys will join us Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central, right here on The Point of Change. Pretty awesome opportunity. I've been to a lot of speaking engagements and recovery events where Narcan training was going on off on the side, but I was usually a speaker and didn't have an opportunity to step over there and watch that. So I'm really excited to actually see this in person and to learn a little bit. I got some questions prepared. If any of you guys can think of any questions that you would have at a Narcan presentation, you can send them over to the page. That'd be great. I'll add them to the list of questions. What's up, Mike? What's going on, guys? Throw some hearts up on this video, guys. Share this out if you don't mind. Melissa, chilling like a villain, friend. Excited for the Narcan training. Right on. Me too. Me too. Been taking a little more time and focusing on me, as you guys can tell by the page. I haven't really been posting as much. I haven't been live near as often. And just kind of getting refocused on my life. I got a lot of irons in the fire right now. A lot of things going on, as you guys know, a lot of stuff coming up. Getting married pretty soon. Less than 80 days till my wedding. Holy crap. Excited for that. That's awesome. I can't believe I'm getting married. But yeah, a lot of, with career, The Point of Change, still trucking along here. And then my regular job is kicking back up. The camping season is upon us. So getting ready to fire that back up. So a little more hours coming in at work. And Caitlin's in school right now. So helping her with schooling and just keeping the home fires burning lately. So I've backed away from Facebook a little bit, and it's been very welcomed. I tell you what, it's been very welcome to step just a little bit back from Facebook, because for quite a while now, I've had a hard time focusing on the positive when it comes to Facebook. I really have. I have a hard time weeding out the negative. I have a hard time. Seems like I've noticed this about myself, okay? I'll go into scrolling sprees where it's like I lock up. Like, it's like I make no forward progress in my life. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting on the phone with my stupid phone in my stupid hand, and I'm just scrolling away. And I'll scroll and scroll and scroll and look at all kinds of positive videos, all kinds of happy stuff, all kinds of good stuff. And I go until I see something that makes me go, ugh. All right, I'm sick of the world. I'm sick of Facebook. And then I put the damn thing down and I walk away for a little while, and then I go back to it again, right? And a few days ago, I noticed this about myself, that if that's the way I'm doing it, then I'm not going on Facebook to look for the positivity. I'm going on Facebook to actually look for something to piss myself off, so that I go until I see that, and that's when I stop. It's kind of like a gambler doesn't gamble to win. If they gambled to win, they would stop when they win. They gamble until they lose. And that's kind of the mentality I've been picking up with Facebook, is I'm not going on looking for good stuff. I'm going on here and I'm scrolling until I see something that pisses me off or makes me go, oh, this world sucks, and then I walk away. So I've realized that I need to work on that. and I need to just put up some boundaries on my Facebook time and on my screen time and stuff like that. And it seems like the longer time goes on, sometimes the more nonsense is out there in the world. The farther we go in time, the more nonsense there is in the world sometimes. And Facebook kind of gives you that front row seat to the nonsense. And sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it really sucks. And I just got to step away a little bit. So I've kind of been focusing more on me and getting this Narcan training set up and focusing on Caitlin and work. Definitely been pouring myself into work a lot more. Doing a lot more praying and reading the Bible and getting back into my daily devotionals and stuff like that. So it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. So I don't want anybody out there worried about me or worried why I haven't been active, as much recently. It's just because I'm putting up some boundaries between me and some bullcrap, and working through some things in my personal life and focusing more on me. So yeah. So the videos have dialed down quite a bit. I'm not near, the live videos every single day that we used to do. We're nowhere near that anymore. In fact, I don't know if I was live at all this week. But that's okay. That's okay. I need to remember, and this is a good lesson to anybody out there, that with a business or starting a career, this is not a give it all you can in a short amount of time kind of thing. This is a dedication kind of thing. This is an endurance kind of thing. This is give a little bit of yourself every single day over a long period of time kind of thing. And sometimes we get so focused on that, trying to put a whole bunch of work into something to either save it or to get it up and going or whatever it is. And we forget about that longevity of things. So we got a lot of time here, be patient, be calm, and just take your time. Day by day. It doesn't have to be like a really good analogy is a workout routine. If you go to a gym and you just hit it hard for like 10 hours one day, what's going to happen? Probably going to hurt yourself and you're not going to see many results. The next day you're not going to wake up and be like, oh my God, look at me. But if you go to the gym every day or 3 to 5 days a week, and you space it out and you're patient, and then over the longevity, pretty soon, then you got this. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen overnight. So we got to just take our time, patience, day by day, dedication, devotion, that kind of stuff. Krista Purdy is here. What's up, Krista Purdy? How you doing? Melissa, it's easy for me to get wrapped up in other people's shit. I have to distance myself from FB a lot of times. It helps me to refocus on my life and more important stuff, and it's an interesting journey. P.S. Have you ever thought about doing podcasts? I have, and I had a podcast for a little while. Not my cup of tea. I don't know. This is my podcast. This is, if you want to listen to me talk, right here. There's other ways I can do it, but you know what? If you want to hear me talk, come to the Point of Change. I talk all the time. You don't have to look at the screen. You can set your phone down and then look at this. Now it's a podcast, and then you pick it up. Hey, look! Now it's a live video. It's like an instant transition kind of thing. Angie, what's up, Angie? Good to see ya. Mary Huffman, how's it going, Mary Huffman? So yeah, I have to distance myself from Facebook quite a bit. And there's been times through my journey here at the Point of Change that you guys have been present for it many times, where I just push myself and push myself and push myself until eventually it becomes a mental overload. And then I have a freaking breakdown. I freak out. I tell Melissa Mackey to fuck off in a live video, and then I shut it down and I leave. So in trying to avoid those things from happening, trying to set myself up for success by giving myself breaks and distancing myself during the process so that it doesn't have to be all of me, all of me, all of me, none of me, and then come back to all of me, all of me, all of me, none of me again, So instead, just trying to work through the navigational beacons here, and give you enough of me to where I still have some for myself, because I am one of those people who will give all of my fucks away. I will just be like, you know what, here, I'm going to pour myself into other people and help everybody and give them advice and give them this and give them that until I'm left with a completely empty cup. And I just go, I'll just figure myself out later. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm good. I'm good. I got it. Don't worry, you know, and then I give more of myself again until I'm just completely depleted, you know. So a lesson in my recovery and in my journey as a motivational speaker has been to ration myself, ration the fucks that I give, because otherwise I will just be like, here's all of my fucks and I have none left. I genuinely had my mouth open confused when that happened, said Melissa. Good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, that's a true story. Anybody that wasn't here for that, that's a true story. That really fucking happened. I don't even remember what she asked me, but she asked me something that pissed me off, and I was already pissed off, and I was having a bad time. Told Melissa to fuck off. That was good though. You know, it was good for me. It was a growing experience for her. And she's still fucking here. She still hangs out with us. That's pretty cool. She actually got a hold of me afterwards, had a really good talk. Like, you know, she kind of seen that that's not like Maddie to tell people to fuck off in a live stream. So maybe I should message him. Maybe something else is going on here. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it's him. It was me. It was me. It wasn't you, Melissa. Let's see. Brandy, just gonna give a friend a ride to the gym. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's synchronicity happening there. We were just talking about going to the gym. That's awesome. Go to the gym, work out. I got an in-home gym, kinda. It's just a workout area with dumbbell. I just have heavy things that I lift. That's what I do. Let's see. Melissa, I'm gonna love going through some weird shit in a positive way. Oh, I'm good love. I see. I thought it said I'm gonna love or I'm going love. This whole replies doesn't work out over here and Facebook's not keeping up over here. So I'm just getting screwed up on my comments. Just ignore me for a second while I get myself all figured out here. Melissa, I mean, I do listen anyway. Just asking, fucker. Good. But yeah, I did have a podcast for a little while on Anchor FM, but what it turned out, how I had to work it, I don't have that much for technological stuff here. Like a lot of live streamers got the full desktop computer and 3 monitors and ring lights. And I got a one ring light. That's the only light I have back here. And then you guys are on my laptop right now. And then I got my cell phone off on the side to see the reactions and stuff like that. But I don't have all the cool technological gizmos that all the other guys do. And the only way I could do my podcast, or the way that I figured, was that I just set up a microphone and I just recorded myself while I was doing this. And then I posted that to Anchor. And I guess in a way it just felt redundant to me. It was just like, okay, so what am I doing? But I get it because I have one on I do YouTube and Facebook Live at the same time. So I guess I kind of see the advantage to being on multiple platforms. But I really had trouble taking off on any other platform that I've ever gotten onto. I just have a really hard time building. And maybe that's partially a mental block on my own part, because it's like I built the Point of Change here on Facebook for so long, and I've poured myself into this and devoted so much time and energy to this that it kind of feels like wrong to devote that energy, you know, to try it somewhere else. And I guess I see where that's screwed up. But on a huge level, for me, social media, as we're talking here, can become very overwhelming for me. So for me, just having one platform is really beneficial, because if I had, you know, Facebook and then Instagram and then TikTok and YouTube and all this other stuff going on, I don't know if you guys would ever see me again. I'd be so up my own ass over here scrolling through comments and scrolling through messages every day, looking at 5 different platforms to look at all the messages and the comments. My family probably would never see me. Caitlin would never see me again. I'd just be up here just scrolling. Okay, there's another message. There's another comment. There's another thing. So for me, it's better for me to just stick to one area. I just stick to Facebook, and it does what it does. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that I really have to keep myself in the mindset of enjoying this, because I can get real caught up in the negativeness and all the crap that goes wrong on Facebook and the censorship and the blah, blah, blah. I can get real caught up in that. So part of my journey here is learning that I got to keep some boundaries up between myself and the old social medias, man. Cell phones are great for bringing you close to the people who are far away, but it brings you far away from the people who are close. So it's always a matter of like finding that fine balance of still trying to build my career and spread a good message, but also making sure I got enough time for me and making sure I'm present and here in the real world in my home, you know. What's up, Deborah? Good to see you. Been a minute. Tanya, happy Friday. Good to see you this morning. Hope you guys all had a good week. Angie, I just want to say fuck cancer. My uncle was diagnosed yesterday and my mama is living with an incurable cancer herself. Life is tough. Oh man, all kinds of healing prayers for you, Angie. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, if you need somebody to message with that you just want to vent or whatever, you can message me anytime and I'll listen to you. That really sucks. And I agree 100%. Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer, dude. Let's see. Brandy, got myself a coffee, self-talk help book, just starting it. It's like a journaling during the chapters, liking this new healing tool I'm adding to. So excited for this healing journey. Right on, Brandy. That's beautiful. Journaling is a really good thing. I am not very good at it. I'm not very good at continuously getting back into my journals. I fall off. I'm one of them guys that'll journal for a couple weeks and then like it just kind of, and then next time I open the book, I'm like, oh wow, it's been 3 months. Holy crap, you know? So I'm terrible with journaling, but it is a very healing thing. And I really do enjoy it when I get into it. Angie, thanks, Maddie. It's tough watching my mama struggle. That's a pain that I don't wish on anybody. And I'm really sorry that you're going through it. I've had to, you know, I watched my dad struggle at the end. His was COPD. So it wasn't cancer exactly, but it's another one of those debilitating diseases where you watch a person get smaller and weaker, you know, and it's hard to watch. It really is. Just try your best. You know, I know we're going to break down, we're going to fall, that's for sure. But just make sure you're staying doing what you need to do to move forward in your life as well, because once they're gone, you know, their journey here is over, but our journey still goes on. We're still marching on. We're still carrying the message. We're still here just to live another day. And we got to carry their message with us. Not trying to put too much pressure on you, just give you a little motivational pep talk along the way, you know, but you're doing awesome. And I'm really happy that you're here. And thanks for sharing your struggles with us and keeping us updated on everything that's going on in your life too. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Melissa, got a ninja run to the charger. Let's see. Let me get back down here again. Yeah, to anybody that's going through that kind of a struggle with a loved one in any kind of a disease, and I'm talking cancer, addiction, COPD, all those things that are terrible, man, I send my prayers out to you because that's a special kind of pain. That's for sure. Angie, I'm so damn thankful for Mary Huffman. Her and I talk every day, and she helps me more than she will ever know. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm glad that we have this community here at the Point of Change. I'm glad that you guys get together and talk outside of these videos and get with each other, and that this has created real bonds in the real world. I can't tell you how important that is to me, because I think every creator goes through the woe is me kind of thing of like, you don't really feel like you're helping anybody. You know, all I'm doing is posting on Facebook and stuff. But to see real world results from something that we do here at the Point of Change, to see real friendships created, real relationships, and to see people getting real help in their life. And sometimes the comments even that I get, you know, of people telling me different ways that these videos have helped them. Heather Lindquist, she made a post the other day thanking me because when she went through her court proceedings and stuff, they accepted her watching the Point of Change as it went for her drug court. I can't remember exactly what she was going through. It was something like drug court or something like that. But she was watching The Point of Change, and she was able to put that on her paperwork that that's what she was doing to work her recovery and stuff, and it counted for her court time. So she like made a post thanking me for helping her through her court stuff, and it was like, wow, like I just never. Sometimes it's hard to imagine those things that's doing that for people, Speaking of helping people, I'll say it again. We're having a Narcan training on Sunday. So if you guys would, either now or after the video, go to that event and click that you're going or interested. We're trying to get a head count on who's all going to be there. Right now, we're only at, I think, 23 people interested. So if we could get a few more people to click that they're going or interested to that event, I'd really appreciate that. Michael, I'm very grateful for this page and the amazing people I got to know through the way. Right on, brother. I'm glad to have you here, man, for sure. You've been an awesome active commenter for freaking years, dude. For years, Michael's been coming here. I love it. Josh, that was an awesome post and was awesome for her to share her story. I'm sure she helped so many by sharing. For sure, definitely. Is the invite shareable? The event, yes, you can share the event. You can click that, of course, click that you're going or interested, and then definitely share that out. That would be great. Let's see. Wow, Facebook is lagging on the comments. They're coming up over here super quick. They're coming up over here on Zuckerberg's world real slow, man. Real slow. Janet, God loves you all, and so do I. Amen, Janet. Thanks for being here, and thanks for that reminder. Mary, on hold, trying to get into doc for injection. Oh, yeah? Dang. Oh, you're an amazing guy, broski. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, it's lagging bad, says Angie. Man, damn you, Zuckerberg. Tell you what, that guy, he's got more problems. Oh, I'm glad we've pushed through so much shit here at The Point of Change. There's definitely times, like right now, even where we're kind of going through it. I'm kind of going through it anyways. Feeling a little just overwhelmed with it and a lot of nonsense. And I'm very thankful that we've continued to push through it, because there's been, thousands of times over the past almost 5 years now. Or wait, is it almost 6 years? No, it's almost 5 years. Almost 5 years of The Point of Change. And we've pushed through a lot, and there's been a lot of times where I've been real close to hitting that fuck it button and shutting this page down and walking away and hanging it up and everything else. And I'm very thankful that I'm able to conquer that demon every time and continue to push forward and continue to do this. And I'm very thankful that most of you guys are really cool about giving me space and waiting for me to come back, and not holding it against me or whatever. We just keep trucking, and I love that. Let's see. I'll deal with the lag to hang out with my family for a bit, says Angie. Isn't that awesome? Well, also fix your shit, right? Fix your shit. Yeah, it's awesome that we're able to get here, even lagging, stupid shit going on, Zuckerberg not sending out the notifications, all the drama that comes with Facebook and all of that. We push through all of that so we can get here and hang out, Let's see. Maddie, I know you don't see how amazing you are, brother. Great people never do. Aw, well, that's a beautiful thing to say. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. It's hard to see yourself from outside. It's hard to see the label on the bottle from inside the bottle. It's hard to step outside of yourself and look at yourself and see the labels that are on you, So yeah, it's very hard for me to imagine the impact I've made on the world or any of that. And it's very hard for me to imagine, it's still hard for me to imagine good things still coming. I really struggle with that one, with being able to see that more good things are still coming, right? It's like it took me so long to overcome my self-worth in thinking that I deserved anything. And then once I finally got a few things, it's like, okay, I guess I will accept that I deserve a few good things. But then my mind still is like, okay, you deserve those good things, but you don't deserve much better than that. that. You're not going to be able to get any better than this. You're lucky that you have what you got. You don't even deserve this. So it's hard for me to imagine leveling up and stuff from here. And it's something that I've been working on because I realized that Caitlin pointed it out to me that it's kind of a bummer for her sometimes, because we'll be driving around looking at houses or whatever, or just driving to work, and she'll see a house, and she's like, oh, I would love to live in a house like that one day. And my immediate reaction is, good luck. Like, yeah, we're lucky to even have what we have now. I don't think we'll ever be living in anything like that. And she kind of pointed out that, Babe, you can have good things. Like, you don't have to instantly have that knee-jerk reaction of like, oh, we're never going to get that. Like, that's totally within our grasp too, And so it's really hard for me to accept that I deserve those good things and that I deserve great things, So just more stuff I got to work on in my life, but all good things take time. Nick, so many great things been happening now. I'm paranoid that something terrible is going to happen. Well, here's my warning to you on that, Nick. Us recovering addicts, we got to be really careful with that thought, because when you start getting paranoid, like, oh, everything's too good, I think something bad's going to come. Especially those of us who struggle with depression, self-loathing. What comes with those is self-sabotage. So we will see something like, oh, I think that, that might happen. That's a terrible thing. And then our own actions end up causing that thing to happen, because we're so focused on trying to make it not happen, or we get so worried about it. I don't know how the manifestation side plays into that, but I've noticed that we'll get worried that, oh man, she's going to freak out about this or whatever. And then even if that's not going to happen, we will kind of set the cards up so that they tumble in that way. So just be careful and it's cool that you're acknowledging that you feel those feelings, but just be wary of those feelings in the sense of don't be wary about them. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about like that bad things. Just because good things are happening doesn't mean that bad things are inevitably coming. Good things can still keep rolling. Let's see. Mary, you need to bring back Filter Friday once a month, maybe. I will try. But for me lately, even keeping any kind of a schedule with these videos has been a little daunting. It's been a little hard for me to... I've been just keeping distance, and it's been hard for me with these videos to even remember that it's Tuesday to do a Toothless Tuesday. So I'll try to remember to do a Filter Friday once in a while, but I can't promise anything on that. Angie, so true. Self-sabotage is a very real thing. Oh, for sure. Guilty as charged on that one right here. I'm very thankful that I have family members and friends around me that can see, that know that I struggle with that kind of stuff, and they love me through it, because self-sabotage can be one of those things that ruins a lot of relationships and screws a lot of stuff up for you. So it's good to have people around you that understand that happens once in a while, and to look past that and still love you through it. Brittany Pereira, I'm so happy to see your face. I didn't get a notification you were live. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it. Let's see. Melissa, hey broski, you ever see the new South Park episode, Cupid? You remember me of Peace Principal talking to Kyle and Cartman? I haven't watched any new South Park in years. I'm an old school South Park fan. I love old school South Park, but ever since they went political and up their own ass and stuff, I haven't watched it. I haven't cared about since PC Principal came into the whole thing. Since they did that one season where they continued the storyline every episode, and that was the season where they lost me. I was like, go back to just making crazy stories about 4 young kids, outlandish, running from robots and turkeys taking over the town, and have your subtle little political jibs or jabs underneath it all. That's fine. But nowadays, it's like South Park has gone just blatantly in your face. We're going to do a ripoff of Donald Trump, and here's a character that looks like this political guy, and now we're going to talk about this. And it's like, stop doing the soapbox thing. Like, just make me laugh. That's all I wanted. So ever since they kind of went up their own political ass and started pushing an agenda, and the creators have even admitted that, that their sense of humor has evolved and they feel like they use their platform to reach people and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're South Park. You're supposed to, go back to Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo. Go back to just nonsense that made no sense and it affected nobody. It was just a turd that was singing Christmas songs. That was South Park in a nutshell, and I love that random nonsense humor of just nothing, let's see. Mike, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Always good to see you. Thanks Good. I'm glad that Thanks Good is still alive and well. Let's see. Melissa, for fuck's sake, how do people not read my comments and not think I'm fucked up on drugs all the time? True, it's more funny when I smoke. Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, just your spelling? I don't know. That's what happens, man. People don't know how to spell. It's okay. I've gotten used to it. It used to drive me absolutely insane, like misspellings and bad grammar and stuff like that for a long time. Well, it didn't really drive me insane as much as I used to just poke fun at it, and I'd laugh. I still like to pick on people. If predictive text makes your sentence into something hilarious, then it's funny for me. But over the years, I've gotten more used to just being like, I'll just let it slide. And I just if I know what they meant, I just say it, because I've had times, this is like a kind of a heads up for anybody that's a creator. I've had times where people made a comment and it was all spelled all stupid. So I make fun of them for it. I'm like, ha ha ha, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. Look, you spelled that word wrong. He, ho, ho, ho. And then they're like, sorry, I'm mentally challenged, And I'm like, now I'm a dick. Now I'm the biggest dick. I went from having fun and being a comedian to now I'm making fun of special people on the internet. It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope up here. You never know who's on the other side of that keyboard. So you got to be careful sometimes with who you pick on. Melissa, they brought him back in another episode. Mr. Hanky, good. You're a fucking dick, man. Right, I am. I can be. You never know. You never know who's on the other side of the keyboard. You gotta be careful. Ends up getting offensive real quick. It goes from fun to offensive. Thought it was comedy gold. Nope. I hate crime. Now you're going to jail, bro. Oh, man. Let's see, Mary, I take what I can, LOL, but the pandemic filter Friday was a huge favor and will return. Oh, right on. Yeah, I was very thankful during the pandemic. I tell you what, that was a time that made me super thankful that I started this page, because I started this page in 2018. And then just 2 years after I'd built the little, recovery following and stuff, all of a sudden the whole freaking world shuts down and recovery meetings are done and blah, 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 blah. And I was very thankful to be still up and going. Didn't phase the point of change a bit. Here we are, still rocking, still doing our recovery meetings, still pushing through, So that was a time that made me very thankful. And it also, I think it changed some of the attitude in the recovery world, because pre-COVID, the attitude was that this online recovery stuff was for the birds, that this was not the way to recover. You could not, no, you got to have in-person stuff. You got to have in-person meetings. There's just something more special about it and blah, 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 blah. And then COVID happened. And all of a sudden, those people that were like, that online recovery stuff is for the birds, all of a sudden they were like, come on, guys, come to our Zoom meetings. It's not that bad. It's okay. We're just, hey, this is good. This is what we can do. It's online. All of a sudden they realize, all right, there's something to it. And now it seems like online recovery is just it was like a light switch. All of a sudden it became more acceptable. All of a sudden I haven't heard anybody say nothing about you can't do that online recovery shit since the pandemic. Brittany Pereira, my birthday is this month and I'm turning 37. I feel like an old fart, and my one and only child will be 18 this year. Time's flying too fast. Oh, man. Holy crap. You're turning 37 this month, huh? I turned 37 in November, and I can definitely relate to your feelings of feeling like an old fart because, well, since we're talking about like starting this page, I started this page when I was 30. I was 30 years old when this page was up and running. Or no, I was 31. I was 31. I take that back. I was 30 when I came into recovery. And there's a period right there in your life between the age of 30 and 35 where you have a massive drop off in like all of the youthfulness. Like all of it kind of just fades away, you know? Like all of a sudden you start growing hair in even funnier places. And you start thinking about girls. No, I'm just kidding. But you go through like a secondary puberty where you're like, you went from like the young, like the boy or a little girl to a man or a woman. And now we're in that transition. We're getting ready to be old people, you know? So we're starting the downward slope now. And there is just this real physical change that happens in that 5-year period there where I don't have the energy I did. I don't know what happened to that damn young kid that was that whippersnapper that was around just frickin' 6 years ago. I miss that young guy. My hair has started to run away from my face. Look at this. Look how far back my hair goes. I'm so ugly that my hair no longer wants to be associated with my face. It's just running away. I don't know. When's it gonna stop? It's back here already. This isn't even a 4-head anymore. It's a 5-head now. Soon will be a 6-head. I'm done with it. I don't even care. I've been keeping my hair a little longer recently, and I just the other day I was sick of it. I was like, man, I look like a hippie. So I chopped it all off, and as soon as I got done cutting, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. It looks like I got a stupid little hat on top of my head. Like I remember when my hair used to come down and actually be a head of hair. Now it's just this, it looks like one of them little Jewish hats just sitting on top of my head here. I hate it, and I don't want to be old. Brandy, in 3 days, I have 5 months cigarette free. What? That's awesome, Brandy. Congratulations. Josh and Lori, my oldest will be 17 March 11th. My youngest will be 15 April 1st. I am truly blessed. And yes, they make me feel old. I will be 40 this year, bro. Like, what the fuck? For reals. For reals. I was just thinking yesterday, I came into recovery at the perfect time to watch myself get old. Oh, it's happening so fast. Like the gray hairs are coming in. The wrinkles are setting in. The other day, sitting on the couch, Caitlin's sitting next to me and she's just staring at me. And like, I could see her out of the corner of my eye looking at me. And I'm like, what? And she goes, I wonder why they call them crow's feet. I was like, oh, fuck you. I'm glad that I brought that question to your mind. Nick, I know I'm already old. Seeing a beautiful house with windows that over the entire front of the house, and all I could think was that's got to be expensive as hell to heat. Oh man, or like when you see a driveway and you're just like, boy, that driveway would suck in the winter. Like that's my reaction to there's so many driveways. I'm like, boy, that'd be a terrible driveway in the winter. Like just such an old man thing to think. Or like somebody be selling a truck, and you're like, oh, wonder who's selling that truck there. Like that's my dad. That's my dad. Like, who's selling that truck has no bearing on my life. It affects me in no way, shape, or form. But for whatever reason, my old man brain is over here pondering, wonder whose truck that is. Boy, that's a nice truck. You don't know him. What does it matter whose truck that is? Brandy, 64 months free from meth and crack and 6 more sleeps. What? That's awesome. 64 months. Nintendo 64. Woo! That's great. Melissa, girl, I got like 3 different types of gray. Get a bucket hat. Hey, Melissa's rocking that bucket hat nowadays. I tell you what, that's a good way to hide the gray right there. No, I'm just learning to embrace it. I'm still bitching about it, obviously. I'm going to bitch about it. I'm going to make jokes. That's what I do. But I'm learning to embrace moving into being an older guy. Like, I'm not old yet, but I'm an older guy now. I'm officially settling into my late 30s. All right. I know I got some followers out there who are like, shut up, whippersnapper. But for me, this is the oldest I've ever been. Okay. so for me, I'm trying to learn to accept the old. Okay. Because this country, this world pushes youth. They push that youthful, age defying wrinkle cream and, wear the young kids t-shirts and, do this youthful. Everything should be youthful. You should want to be young. You should look for being young. And that's actually a relatively new idea. Before the 1950s, it was pushed that you should want to be mature, that you should want to wear suits, that you should want to be like the grown man or a grown woman and be a lady and blah, blah, blah. And even in other countries and other cultures, they idolize age and wisdom, like Chinese, there's like a lot of Chinese dudes out there who really just can't wait to get to be that old Chinese man with the frickin' Fu Manchu and shit, because wisdom and age and stuff is looked up to. So it's just kind of a different, it's just a mindset. It's just a mindset. Let's see. Which one is the ugly gray? Gray? What gray? Ugly gray? What are we talking about? I gotta stop looking at these comments. Melissa, wait, do we call you a gentleman now? I hope so. I hope you think of me as a gentleman. You see, a gentleman and a lady is nothing more than an individual who looks out for the well-being and the comfort of the people around them. So therefore, I hope that I'm a gentleman. Angie, I'm thankful we are all still alive to get old. So many people didn't get the chance. Hey, now there's an amen. There's an amen. So many people that aren't here to earn these gray hairs and to earn these damn wrinkles. You know how much shit I went through to get these gray hairs? A lot. Went through a lot of shit to get these, okay? I earned every damn one of them. I deserve them. A lot of them are from you fuckers. Melissa, how do you spell gray like the color? Is it gray or is it gray? I believe it's whichever one you want it to be. I think one is like a UK spelling. I think one of them is like the old English kind of spelling, like shop or shoppe kind of thing. I think it's pretty much the same damn thing. Just different spellings. Josh and Lori, only 1 or 2 are from us, Maddie. Oh, yeah, only 1 or 2, he says. Yeah, that's exactly what somebody who gave me a bunch of gray hairs would say. Yeah, you just watch. Just defending your shit. Angie, I call my gray hair wisdom highlights. Hey, that's a good one. I like that. I'd be fine if the gray hair would stick to my head. If I could just have gray hairs on my head, that'd be great. I have gray pit hairs. I got gray hairs on my chest, bro. And I ain't going to tell you nothing about anything lower than that. But you can probably imagine I got gray hairs down there too. It's spreading. It's spreading. I don't like it. And Brandy, red. Which red? Or red and read, spelled exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. R-E-A-D. Is it present tense or is it past tense? You'll never know until you try to pronounce it and find out that you're wrong. Melissa, you can get a toupee. What am I going to do? Just get a toupee for like the little sides? Toupees are for bald people. That's not for going gray. All I need is just for men. That's what I need, just for men. Actually, I'm right at, you remember Just for Men Keep a Little Gray? Or that might be a thing they still have, where it's like, if you want to just look a little bit younger, you still want some gray, you can get Just for Men, leave a little gray, and it'll just bring back a little bit of color. I'm like, why? If you're gonna fake it, why not fake it all the way? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What's the point in having a little less gray? If you're gonna dye your fucking hair, dye your fucking hair. Like, I want to dye my hair, but I don't completely want to dye my hair. Like, I want to leave just a little bit. Like, I'm just a little tool. Like, it'd bring me back about 5 years. That'd be great. Fucking English language, says Melissa. Oh, Caitlin was watching a video the other day that was just hilarious. Dude was like calling out a bunch of different stupid things that are spelled, you know, like knock having a freaking silent K before knock. Like, it's Canuck. No, it's knock. You don't see how you do it? No, you don't pronounce the first one. You write it, but you don't say it. We pretend it's not there when we say it. It's there when we spell it. It's not when we say it. You see, it was like, and it went on for a long time, bunch of different words, like the whole moose, like the plural of goose is geese. The plural of moose is still moose. It's not mooses. It's not meese. Melissa, you know what? Fuck you all. Yes, done with all of this. Melissa, they still have it, FYI. My half-brother used that. Oh, yeah, they still have the keep a little gray. Right. And then, not only is right and right spelled different, but then right itself, R-I-G-H-T, has dual meanings. It can mean correct, or it can mean the direction right. Huh? Which one is it? You don't know. You'll never know because the language is stupid and everything's made up and the points don't matter. Mary, Black Balloon Day is Monday, March 6th, by the way. Woo! Oh, yeah. And by the way, tomorrow is Caitlin's birthday. Woo! Caitlin's going to be 29 tomorrow. She's still a whippersnapper. She's coming up on 30. I get to laugh at her as she crosses the bridge into being a 30-year-old. Justin Laurie, it's like the letter F in the alphabet. I seen a video about it. It was hilarious, talking about the PH sounds like the F. Yeah. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. This is why, Melissa, FFS, WTH. For fuck's sake, what the hell did I start? You started nonsense is what you did. Right. Nick picked up the Whose Line Is It Anyway reference. Good. Happy birthday, Caitlin. Yeah, tomorrow's Caitlin's birthday. We already did her birthday present, but I'll probably make her dinner or something tomorrow. But I took her to the, what is it called? Immersive Van Gogh. I think I posted a couple videos of it, but we went to, it's like a Vincent Van Gogh museum, but his paintings are like projected onto the walls around you and onto the floor. Like the whole room is like turned into Vincent Van Gogh's paintings. And both of us agreed it was a little bit underwhelming. Like I think we both had built it up to be something way cooler in our head. And the pictures online looked way cooler than it was when we got there. The walls weren't as tall as it seemed. And it was just kind of, it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be more like story art going on and kind of telling you the story of Vincent Van Gogh's life through his paintings kind of thing. Hey, April, good to see ya. But that did not happen. It was more just a projection of his painting. But there were some really cool like effects. Like there was one thing, they like turned the carpet and the floor all turned into like this almost like water, like waving stuff going on. It was the closest I've ever felt to tripping without actually being tripping when that one was happening. I was looking at the floor. I was like, oh, babe, check out the floor. This is so cool. We call that a free lapse right there. Brandy, but yet you think I can learn other language, so I picked the hardest one too, right? Damn English spelling. Right. They say English is the hardest one to learn, so why can't I learn other ones? I already know the hardest one. Why is it so hard for me to pick up the other ones? I don't know. I've learned quite a bit of Spanish over the years just working with people from Mexico and stuff. Brandy, but yet I can't seem to learn another language. Nope, I picked the one that's the hardest to write. Amen. Amen. Melissa's so confused. It sucks, right? I think here's my contribution to the world. Okay, we have three different spellings of the word there. All right, so we have T-H-E-R-E, and then we have T-H-E-I-R, being possessive. That is theirs. And then we have there as the conjunction of they are, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. So we have three different spellings of the word there. I propose that we add a fourth spelling, T-H-A-R-E, and we refer to there, and there as the theirs. And we spell that T-H-A-R-E-S. Okay? That will be the word given, like the title to the three theirs. Eh? Can we do that? Melissa hates me right now so much. Come on! Instead of fixing it, let's just lean into it. Let's make it more complicated. Let's add more words. Let's do it. Angie, we had an exchange student stay with us in high school. Trying to teach him slang was so hard, but so funny. Oh, it's like have you seen that guy? The fuck is his name, dude? He does a whole stand-up bit about the word ass and about how America is so weird with the word ass. How something can be, you can divide it. You can be half-ass, or you can be a piece of ass. It was fucking great. He's like, I thought ass means butt, but no, that is just the tip of the assberg. It was fucking great, dude. I wish I could think of dude's name so I could tell you guys. You could go watch it. It's freaking hilarious. And I just watched a video the other day of this dude talking about the different types of shit and how different animal shit means different things. Like there's like if something is a lie, it's bullshit. But if something is outlandish, it's dog shit. What kind of horse shit is that? He says. Oh man, it was great. The whole thing was great. Melissa's gonna go smoke pot if we continue. Then it's not gonna make any sense. Or maybe it'll make more sense, bro. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see. Nick, gotta spell it with a silent letter or three. Yeah, for sure. We'll put a G on the end and really just freak everybody out for no reason. Just put GH on the end like we like to do in the English language. Though. Where is the GH in though? Oh yeah, it's on the end. Can't you hear it? You hear the it's the O part. Did you hear it? Can we add a random number in the new spelling? There, we should. Like when they made Driver 3 and they changed the E into a 3. Yeah, like those stupid movie sequels where they put the number into the title of the movie. Hate it. Mary, Amber would have been 39, I guess, on March 27th. I told them I was holding on to 33 for them to catch up. She passed 8 days before turning 34, 5 years ago. Man, my heart goes out to you, Mary. I'm sorry to hear that. 5 years ago, huh? Holy crap, time flies. Wow. Oh, Mary, I remember trying to get Malachi to understand that. Though and rough. Right? That's like Caitlin pointed out to me the other day that, what was it? Shoulder? And then what was the other one that she added into it? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. That shoulder is actually just should with an ERS at the end. I don't like it. I don't like it, not one bit. Because she was writing, she was upstairs, and she's like, hey, babe, how do you spell shoulders? And I was like, SHOULDERS. And she's like, that's what I wrote, but it looks like shoulders. And I was like, what? And I came upstairs and I looked at it and I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. You're right. That is shoulders, but that's shoulders. I hate the English language. I hate it. You've been here the whole time, Maddie Jablonski. That I have been. And I'm glad to be here for you, for sure. My mouse is not working. There it goes. It's moving now. Ass Hat is a favorite of Brandy's. Ass Hat. That is a good night. That's a good freaking insult. Ass Hat. Douche Flute. Douche Flute is one of my favorite. Douche Flute or Douche Canoe. Prince Douche of Bagenstein. That's like one of my favorites. That's good. Twat Waffle. Twat Waffle just makes me laugh. Did you just go full throttle Twat Waffle? That makes me laugh every time. Where's the facepalm react? I can't. You know which one I can't find? I can't find the 100. You know, the just the red 100 with the lines under it. Like when I type 100, it brings it up as a suggestion. But I've been through my freaking emojis 1,000 times. I can't find that damn thing on the freaking list, man. Luisha, yay, I can see you on my personal feed again. Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Lou. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Did you feed your mouse, says Melissa? Get out. Get out, Melissa. I tell you what, there was a time a while ago when, there's the 100. There it is. I can't find it in my menu of freaking emojis, though. I have to actually type 100 and then just click the suggested one. Years ago, I was teaching my father how to use a computer. I do not suggest that, okay? 1-star review on Yelp. Trying to teach a computer illiterate, stubborn-ass old man how to use a computer. Don't try it. Just don't. Just steer away, okay? I was like, every day we had to start over from step one. He didn't retain any of the information day to day on how to use his computer. And eventually he stopped. He didn't even try to use a computer after a while. He gave up on it. But that one day, oh man, he had me so pissed off. And I'm just like, all right, now, what did I say? All I told him was, all right, grab the mouse. And there's a mouse in there? I was like, or no, sorry, something wrong. Something was going wrong. Like the computer was locking up. It was giving us some flack, right? And I was like, all right, grab the mouse. And he's like, oh, there's a mouse in there. Well, that's why it's all jammed up, because there's a damn mouse inside there. That's what's got it all goofy. I was like, all right, yeah, just grab the mouse and close the window. Oh, you left the window open. Well, that's why the mouse got inside, because you left the window open. See, if you'd have closed the window first, then I wouldn't have to grab the mouse. I'm like, oh, it was so fun. It was fun. It was a giant pain in my ass. Brandy, been able to help mom out. Her home is now safe again. Her ex needs prayers as he is stuck in the cycle of relapse. Prayers, please. Amen. We'll send up some prayers, Brandy, for sure. Let's see, Melissa. Fine, I'm leaving now. Not because you told me to, but because I'm an American in America and I do what I want. Luisha, it's my birthday and it's slowly getting better. Love all the recovery videos this morning and so grateful I have such amazing people in my life. Good day so far. Right on. Well, happy birthday, Lou. Should we sing happy birthday to Lou? Happy birthday to Lou. Happy birthday to Lou. Happy birthday, dear Luisha. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Wee! How many boyfriends do you have? Wee! Us Canadians do what we want too, says Brandy. Yeah, they do more. They're even more free than we are. I don't know what's going on up there. Luisha loves us. Good. We love you too. I'm glad you're here to celebrate your birthday with us. Awesome. Glad you're chilling out and enjoying some recovery videos this morning. That's a good way to start your day right there. I had cereal for breakfast this morning. Today's my rest day from workout. So it was like, woo! I was super happy to wake up to a rest day, man. You look like a monkey and you act like one too. Yay! I love that. That's great. When I was a kid, there was always one kid he was a grade behind me, but whenever we would sing happy birthday to somebody, he would scream, how many boyfriends do you have, when we were done? Did it every time, and still to this day, I hear it when I sing happy birthday. So I have to scream it in honor of Troy. That was back in the day when you could do that. You know, nowadays, I'm sure if somebody hollered that out, they'd be like, happy birthday to you. How many boyfriends do you have? How dare you assume their gender and assume their sexual orientation? How dare you do that? Blah, 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 blah. Melissa, I don't know why that makes me laugh way too hard. Very up and folding clothes, but I was singing. Oh, good. I'm glad you were singing along. I'm really glad you were. Brandy, so my daughter is safe, Maddie. She lives with her uncle, and he is trying to get it so I can see her once she is an adult. That'll be awesome. That will be awesome. Probably because I'm that kid, says Melissa. Yep, I'm that how many boyfriends do you have kid. I'll scream that every time. All right, guys, I'm going to get the heckle darn out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday. Don't forget, Sunday night, Sunday, 7 p.m. Central, right here on the Pointer Change, Narcan training, and it'll be posted, so afterwards you can go back and watch the replay, of course. But we'll be doing the Narcan training, and then what was I going to add to that? If any of you guys attend the Narcan training, I believe they have a survey set up that I'll be posting a link to it during the live video. During or after the live video, you go over there, and I don't even think it asks you for your name. It just simply asks you for like what county you're in or in what state and stuff like that, so that they can get an accurate count as to how many people and from what areas they came to see the Narcan training. So, because this is something that I guess that it was more set up to supposed to be an in-person kind of thing, but we're kind of stretching some rules here, and we turned it into a live video. So for that reason, because normally if you would go to the live one, she would have you write stuff down on a piece of paper for her. But since we won't have anybody there, so we're setting up this online survey that you'll be able to take after or during the presentation, so that they just have a head count for how many people came and where they were all from. So thank you guys for being here. If you come up with any questions or anything about Narcan, you can send them to my messenger. That would be awesome. I'll add them to my list of questions to ask the ladies. So have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you Sunday night. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay clean.